Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a straight pour, maybe jiggle pour today with just black, gold and white and Floetrol for a pouring medium. So I'm going to get started on that. Before I get started, I'll show you a couple of these similar pours that I did. This was inspired by the lovely Sarah Mack, her ethereal passage pour. So that's my take on it. And I think I did the jiggle pour on that one because I wanted these fingerlings. Oh, it might not be dry totally. Pretty thick. Let me jump up my ladder and I'll show you how this gold is shimmering. Look at that. It's got a gorgeous finish to it. Love those fingerlings in the center there. So yeah, it's dried beautifully, as you can see, and it's really, really shiny. Oops, can't fit that in. Let's turn it around. That's it there, and I love that dark blue there. Goes into the turquoise. Shimmer, shimmer. So yeah, really, really pretty. I think it might be a little bit damp still in the middle, so I won't put my fingers in it again. But there it is. Got some pearls. Really pretty. So that's that one. I'll show you the next one in the next video. I won't take up too much time now because I did two of those. Got a couple of things to show you, but we'll move on. Right. I'm going to do one big cup. This is a 40 centimetre by 40 centimetre canvas, which is a 16 by 16 inch. You'll have to excuse me today, I've got a really sore throat. Last night I got a really sore throat and this morning it's worse, but anyway. Moving on. Floetrol for pouring medium today. And I have just mixed that 1 part Floetrol to 1 part Artist Loft Black. I don't know whether the Floetrol in the States is different. I think Sarah mixes hers 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part black, but that would be way too thin for me. So maybe our Floetrol's different. But here in Oz, with this one, I do 1 part Floetrol, 1 part paint. And then the white paint, I've done 1 part Artist Loft white to 1/3 of this. So that's basically got 70 grams of paint, 30 grams of satin enamels, so that's 100, and then I've done 100 grams of paint of Floetrol as well. The gold is the Decoart 24K. It says up there 24K. It's not the little 24K in the little 2 ounce or 60 ml bottle, it's the bigger one. This one's a little bit thicker than the one in the little bottle. It's I've mixed that 1.5 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint because it is a bit thicker. All right, let's get going. I'm going to layer this. I did make up a little bit of extra black just to go on my edges if I need it. So I've got 100 grams of Floetrol, 100 grams of black, 100 grams of Floetrol, 100 grams of white. I've told you about the gold. I'm not going to put white in every layer. There we go there. Let's pop a little bit of white in. Not a lot. I'm not going to use as much white in my little layers because the white does really take over. And the gold's quite strong as well, but just a little bit of white. And some more black, good amount of black. A bit more gold. And I'll finish that off. Actually, I'll move that out of the way because it's getting heavy now. It's probably going to dent the canvas. So that's the last of the gold. I think I've got enough white in there, so I'm not going to put any more white on top. Let's finish off the black. just as well I don't have to go to work today. I've got today and tomorrow off, Thursday, Friday. And then I've got the weekend, got a class on the weekend. It's going to pop a little bit more on the top there. Hopefully I'm feeling better by the class. Okay, that can just sit there. Now I've got some more white left over for my puddle. So I do the same thing as when I'm doing my pearl paws. If you've seen my pearl paws a couple of months ago, I did a black puddle. Sometimes I do a gold puddle. Actually, the gold puddle worked better, and then I did a dirty pour into that and got the pearls. But this one, because I want sort of fingerlings and more of a cloud effect, I'm just going to use the white puddle. Might as well put a little bit more on, and it can help to spread the paint to the outside. And then I got a little bit left for my corners. All right, here we go. Straight pour. Depending on what it looks like, I may jiggle as well, hey? Okay, looks like I'm going to do a jiggle. I do like the jiggles, just because I can get more of little interesting features happening with the fingerlings. Come on, white, where are you? I know I didn't put much in there, but still can't see you at all. Which is a bit disappointing. I was hoping to have more white. Maybe the white will come up in clouds instead. Little white pearls. I guess the white was a little bit thinner than the others because the satin enamel paint is thinner than the Artist Loft paint. So when you do mix them together, the white is a little bit thinner. Whoa, that's a lot of that's a lot of gold. Oh dear, let me just pop some water into the black here just to thin it out just a touch. And I'm just going to pop that around the outside. The gold really does take over. I should have remembered that. But I made up half as much gold as I did to the black and the white. So, because I know it does take over, so I didn't make up as much. Right. Where's my little spatula? There it is. Just spread that out. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought I'd have more white. Maybe once I start stretching. I did a little practice one yesterday, just a quick one before work, but I did use a different gold. So the other one actually allowed the black and the white to shine through a lot more. This one, the gold is so dominant. It's kind of eaten up all the white by the looks of it. I'm sure it'll still be pretty though. Okay, let's get to tilting this baby. I'm just going to go around in a big circle first. Trying to keep my pattern. Oops, that's not really keeping a pattern because this is moving and this isn't. All right, let's go back. I'll just go over the corner there. And back. I'll go straight to this opposite corner because the paint wants to kind of run that way anyway. I actually really like it just like that, with the black on the edges. What if I could leave it like that? No, probably not. It's too much paint there. I'll have to tip everything off. It's opening up those fingerlings a little bit. Just going to bring it back to the middle. Okay, well that was quick, wasn't it? A little bit of muddiness here. Let me just get some of that off the bottom. Okay, feel better about that. well, that's a very gold pour. Golden Wings. Okay. Now I'll give it a torch and see what happens, if anything. Maybe after some time, something else might happen. Something in there. I think I might just tilt it a little bit more actually, just for, see what happens. Just sort of move this up a bit, maybe. Just see if I can open everything up a little bit more. Okay. I prefer that. And I'll give it another little torch. So funny how that yesterday's one was so very different to this one. And all I did was change the gold. The other one had the Sargent's gold in it, which doesn't really bloom. No, it doesn't react like the Decoart does. So it allowed the black and the white to really come through. But with this one, Decoart blooms and like really takes over. So I'm going to let that sit for a little while, put the video on pause and just see if anything else wants to happen. I don't think very much is going to happen. Let's have another little torch here. To me it looks as if my paint is too thin, because it hasn't really kept those fingerlings in a very sort of thick pattern. It's kind of blurred a lot, so to me it looks as if it might be a little bit thin, but hey, 1-to-1 ratio should be good. Alright, I'm going to put it on pause. I think it would actually go this way. I think that's how I would hang it, with this at the top. Kind of like Golden Wings, hey? Oh, now I've got paint all over me again. I'm going to have to wipe my hands before I can turn my video off. Alright, Golden Wings is what I'm calling her. And I will come back in, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, and we'll see if anything else has happened, but I don't think much is going to change. I'll just zoom in. See if I can get it straight. Okay, all right, I'll see you soon. I don't think anything's actually changed, so let's take you down for a close-up. I have started mixing up some more paint, a little bit thicker, so we'll see if that's any better, and I'll go again. Just looking a little bit on the muddy side, isn't it? The gold isn't popping the way it should. So we've got some pearls coming up here on the bottom. So it's just looking a little bit grey. I would have preferred it to be more, you know, defined black and white rather than grey. So that makes me think that my mix was a little bit off. So got some fingerlings happening there. So it's still pretty, but just Not quite as dramatic black and white look that I wanted. As I said, it's gone more grey. Whoops, there we go. Look at that. You can catch the gold there. So when it dries, it's going to have this amazing shimmer to it, which is going to be really pretty. So I will keep it, and I'll do another one. Coming around this side, it looks more sort of black and white, I guess. So that's it there. And I'll quickly mix up some paints, some more paint. And we'll go again, hey? See if I can get more of the look that I'm after. But that's still pretty, isn't it? Look at that gold. I'll cut down on the gold and I'll make the gold thicker next time. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.